Hi. Hey, it is so nice to be back here at the Mucky Duck. I'm here tonight with the legendary one and only, just the best guy you can think of on the planet, Mr. Lloyd Maines. My name is Terri Hendrix, and on sound tonight we have Henry, and we're just really delighted to be back, and we're just so happy to see you guys, and just really happy that you've chosen to take and come out on your Saturday night and spend it with us. All right, so we're gonna kick things off. This is a tune. I didn't write this song that I'm about to play. Walt Wilkins did. But I heard it, and it was one of these tunes that I just cannot get out of my mind. And sometimes I feel like you can hear a song, and it can just end up making life better. And that's what this song did for me. It just reminds me just to chill out. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be. I'm gonna stay in the shade for a little while. I'm gonna stay in the shade for a little while. And if trouble comes to find me, I'll lay back and smile. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be. Listen to the song singing in the wind. Gonna listen to the song singing on the breeze. 'Cause I see universe on the cottonwood leaves. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. Just be. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree. I'm gonna sit right here under this tree and just be, yeah. Yep, that's a great tune right there. That's a great tune. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get something out of the way before we go any further. You know, I always like to say this after folks have purchased their tickets, and especially after they have dinner right in front of them, just in case they might want to reconsider their ticket purchase for the evening. All right, so you're looking at somebody that has something called spasmodic dysphonia and essential vocal tremor. Now, me personally, I don't find the vocal tremor essential at all to my livelihood, but that's what they call it, and that's what I got. Now, there are two choices when you have this diagnosis. You can either quit your career, or you can just go ahead and plow on and just tell people that, hey, if now and then I sound like a goat, don't worry about it. It'll all be just fine. So that said, I have chosen just to continue on my path in life. All right, that's just the way it's going to be. If the day comes that I ever really truly feel like I can't do my job, but now and then you might see me do some weird stuff with my stomach. It might look weirdly weird, but that's just kind of like blowing up a balloon, and I just pray it works. All right, so this coming up next is called Own Your Own Universe. That's what I try to do every single day on this planet, is to take what I have and try to make things a little bit better, not only for myself, but for the people that happen to be circling my planet. Had to fix the capo. I had the capo on the wrong fret. It's kind of important that it be on the right fret.
I was trying to think of something clever to say about
There really isn't anything to say with that. We just gotta. Bend like a willow, flow like a reed, live like a bird, change like a leaf, keep a name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. I got a yard without a fence, a heart you can hold your body against, keep a name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. You gotta live with passion, love with the same, hold the key to your chains, keep my name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. You gotta own your own universe, roll in the grass, kiss this earth, keep a name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. Bend like a willow, flow like a reed, live like a bird, change like a leaf, keep a name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. You gotta bend like a willow and flow like a reed, live like a bird, change like a leaf, keep a name in your mind, my number in your wallet for when you've got the time. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. Need, got a need to be wanted, and a need to be free. Yeah, need, I got a need to be wanted, I got a need to be free. you. All right.
You know, something just occurred to me. I always have to mention this at the Mucky Duck. And I started years and years ago because the way it's situated is a little bit of a kind of a not in the round, but you know, kind of in a semicircle thing here. And the first time that we played here, well, actually, wasn't this was not the third time we had built into a pretty good crowd. And first song was going great. We were starting to feel good about things, feel good about our crowd, and kind of right in the middle of the song, and it was kind of a ballad. So it's kind of a soft song, and right in the middle of the song, I heard this lady over to my right. There were really good-looking women sitting over here, just like there are tonight, actually. And so this one lady was calling my name. She was like, Lloyd. She was just like, and you know, nobody ever mentions the side guy, so I was starting to feel good about myself. And so after the song ended, I thought, you know, I should probably acknowledge this lady and see what she wants. And I said, yes, ma'am, what can I do for you? She said, can you move back so we can see Terri a little better? So I'm going to do my best tonight. I have this chair in the way here.
Has anybody ever been to the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival? One of my buddies, Tracy, is here tonight, and we took her. She went with us. She was our roadie at the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass Festival. And it's in San Francisco, and we were booked there because it's hardly strictly bluegrass. And when asked what kind of music we do, we say country music. We just don't know what country it comes from. And so the music was a perfect fit. But I think Tracy can agree that some of the best music that we saw while we were there at this festival was from the street performers, and in particular by this one artist, the Bucket Man, who was using those 5-gallon plastic buckets that you can pick up at your hardware store. He had them flipped over, and he had turned it into a big old drum kit, and people were just dancing, and it was a great experience. And so I wrote this tune about it, about this street performer. Been feeling low down, got trouble in surround sound. I got to take it uptown, get funky with some Motown. Now I've been swimming upstream, I've been chasing after my dreams. I went and had my fortune read. She took my hands and shook her head. She said, take your load down, make it uptown, shake it away. Well, I've got to get out of my own head, go play some music on the street. I got to jam out on some bucket drums and stomp and shout on the backbeat. She said, take your load down, make it uptown, shake it away. Jackson 5, leave my troubles on the flip side. I got to spin that record round and get funky with some Motown. She said, take your load down, take your load down, uptown. Take your load down, take your load down. Take your load down, make it uptown, shake it away. Thank you.
Well, Terry's getting on this papoose instrument here. I was going to comment on one thing. You folks will notice that I pat my left foot kind of hard. I hope it's not disturbing, but we use it as kind of like a kick drum, to keep us both on the same page. And I was sitting here thinking about this, and it reminds me of this. I don't know how many of you folks use the meme thing on your phone, but I get all sorts of great jokes and memes on my cell phone. This guy sent me a friend of mine sent me one that reminds me of the foot stomping thing, because frankly, I'm getting older, and it's starting to wreak havoc on my knee, frankly, my knee joint. So it reminded me of this joke that this guy sent me, and it was a meme of these two beautiful little ladies. They looked like they were in their 90s. They were sitting on a park bench feeding the birds, and this one lady, they had captions above them. This one lady says to the other one, she said, my joints are stiff. The other lady said, you're probably rolling them too tight. So, anyway, I spent a little too much time during the day on memes, but that one is worth repeating.
All right, I want to send out this tune to Susan Darrow with KPFT. The other day, I was running errands in my car, and I was listening to radio, and it just seemed so canned. And Susan Darrow is anything but canned, and that goes for the same with KPFT. It's the voice of Houston and the surrounding area, and you've just such a strong supporter of independent artists, and always just been a champion. So when you want to talk to a human or listen to a human, tune into KPFT. Talk to a human, give a dog a bone, press 1, 2, 3, pound key at the tone, drop by satellite to get home, blame retrograde, sleep alone online, looking for somebody or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold, to reach mankind, messenger to Mercury, I want to talk to a human. Talk to human, only if it pays. It's dog eat dog on the race to space. Download, update, phone to face. The big machine knows our place in line. Alone in line, bumper to bumper, the daily grind. We troll the rabbit hole. Please hold to keep your soul. Messenger to Mercury, I want to talk to a human. Messenger to Mercury, where is my humanity? Messenger to Mercury, where is my humanity? Humanity. Talk to a human, how they gonna hear? I'm invisible to them, let me be clear. It's about the money, honey, ain't about you. So unplug the yellow and try the blue. Alright, I'm back online, looking for somebody or a sign of life. Press star 19, please hold. To reach mankind, please hold. To reach mankind, hold me. Please hold. To reach mankind, please hold. To reach mankind, hold me. I want to talk to a human. Hey, well, thank you. So the first time I played Mucky Duck, I think there was probably 5 people here, and Susan Darrow might have been one of them. But then after that, I had a record come out. It was called Places in Between. Did anybody remember that record? So we're going to do a tune. We might do a couple of songs off that album tonight, but this is one that we were thinking about. We haven't played it in a while, and I wanted to play it for you guys. It's like a lot of times people use words like the fact is, and whenever someone says the fact is, I always kind of want to run because it's usually something I don't want to hear, you know, or. And so this is my response to that. Or another one is, let there be no mistake. Well, you know, I get tired of that one too. That needs its own song. But the fact is, it had its day. All right, I'm almost there. Just give me about 10 more minutes, Lloyd, and I'll be ready. You can definitely tell I live in the country. I'm moving like it. Okay. Let me get this in the ballpark. Hey, are you going to do Are you going to do those chimes? Oh. Yeah. That's it. All right. The fact is, I can't get up off my ass, had to head on with the thought. I want to catch what can't be caught. So give it a rest, and I'll do what's best, right or wrong. Don't rush me, I'm coming along. The fact is, life is expensive. I paid dues from here to Mars, and each leap of faith has left its scars. So give it a rest, and I'll do what's best, right or wrong. I say don't rush me, I'm coming along. I've been who I am, I've been who I'm not, and both have led me to this place to catch what can't be caught. I did what you said, I did what they said too, and both have led me to find my own point of view. So baby, right or wrong, I say don't rush me, I'm coming along. That's right. The fact is, we go head to head and heart to heart, and I'm holding it together as I'm falling apart. So give it a rest, and I'll do what's best, right or wrong. I say don't rush me, I'm coming along. I say the fact is, I'm coming along. Yay, thank you. Okay. So are the singers here tonight? Are the folks here that kind of like to sing along? Okay. Well, this is called the spiritual kind, and when we were in lockdown and we couldn't play any shows, and this place had to pretty much go dark. Which, by the way, how about a round of applause for how they landed on their feet? A lot of people aren't. And by the way, how about we also say a round of applause for the folks that are tuning in online. Hello. We're glad that you've tuned in. But a lot of folks don't realize that throughout the pandemic, the Mucky Duck was helping nurses and first responders and providing food. So I just found it amazing that they had to work so hard to just stay in business, but they also were lending a helping hand in your community. And I thought that was really great. So that's a great setup for this song called The Spiritual Kind, which is the frame of mind I'm in a whole lot these days. So this is for you guys. You're the spiritual kind, I can tell. If you know it, feel free to sing it. If you don't know it, just go watermelon, 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 and that will suffice. Okay. I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. Well, I'm a little bit Catholic and a little bit Jew. I'm a little bit Baptist and Episcopal too. Some call what I say blasphemy. I'm the spiritual kind, it makes a difference to me. All right, help me out. I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. So my friend Tracy, she's the spiritual kind. She jumps in her jacuzzi to clear her mind. She keeps a statue of Buddha by her hot tub. When her soul gets cold, she gives his belly a rub. Now some folks say he is and some folks say he ain't. For me, St. Christopher is still a saint. When I get lost, he don't leave me behind. He's always been a guide for the spiritual kind. All right, dobro. Clifford Antone was a concert promoter in Austin, and Jesse Guitar Taylor, if you ever saw Joe Ely play, then you had to have heard Jesse play too. Fantastic guitar player. And then you had Stubbs. Anybody a fan of that Stubbs barbecue sauce? Well, that's Stubbs. And all three of those men really had a permanent impact on Texas music as we know it. And sometimes I picture them way up there beyond the blue, having one heck of a blues jams. But when Stubbs was alive, people were always wanting the secret recipe to that barbecue sauce. And he'd say, okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what it is. It's simple. It's more important now than ever. It's just love and a happiness. Now, Antone and Jesse are up in heaven, playing in the choir with their amps on 11. and stubs his feet in every angel he can't find. I say it's blues and barbecue for the spiritual kind. The Dalai Lama says the art of happiness is learning how to live on a whole lot less. To understand it all takes an open mind. I'm just another student of the spiritual kind. All right, let's go. Everybody now, I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. All right, so let's do this one more time. You don't have to worry about driving in traffic right now. Nobody's on your bumper except for me reminding you to sing. If you want to. All right, but let's send this one out to folks that are no longer in this audience that have used to be here when we first started playing here way back in 1997. And let's send it out to friends that are here and friends that have gone. In honor of mothers that are here, aunts that are here, sisters-in-law, sisters, friends that have come and gone. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I am the spiritual kind. I keep a cross in my pocket for some peace of mind. I hold on to it when I need a little faith. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. When I'm lost, I find I'm the spiritual kind. All right. Thank you. Sometime back, my mom had she had a stroke, and it took her a long time to get back on her feet. All of the Hendrix women and all of us Hendrix women have these quirky little neurological issues. Epilepsy, dysphonia, vocal tremor. But like I said, we just kind of mosey along life with it. But my mom, when she had that stroke, it really knocked her by the wayside for quite a while. And the thing that I missed the most was her sense of humor. And so one night I got her, not one night, but one day I got her out of the house, and we were at a big old department store. And I just wanted her to get something other than the house. I wanted her to be at somewhere where she could just get out in public and just kind of just re-enter life. And she was complaining the whole time, and it was really hard. And then all of a sudden, and then she was having all types of problems with her memory, so I had to really keep her right by me. And we're walking along, and all of a sudden, she's in a wheelchair, so I was rolling her. And she reaches out, and she grabs this pillow off of a display of pillows. And she just grabs this pillow and she pulls it to her chest and she starts squeezing it with all of her might. And I said, "Mom, what's wrong with you? Do I need to call Dad?" And she says, "It says memory foam on it. I'm thinking it's going to help." And so I went ahead and I wrote this song, Hand Me Down Blues, about that day. Oh, and it was the return to humor. Because sometimes it's important to laugh between the raindrops. Where'd you get those hand-me-down blues? You gave them to me, I gave them back to you. Now every time I see you, you're laying around and pulling you up, it's dragging me down. You've been dragging me down. Now how can things look up if you're staring at your shoes? You've been talking about the future like it's yesterday's news. You close the blinds to block the view. You pull another all-nighter and your hand-me-down blues. Your hand-me-down blues. I say, some things you don't get over, you just get through. Life happened to me, and it happened to you. You hear the church bells chime, feel the pendulum swing. Get ready for whatever the day's gonna bring. Sometimes I shake, sometimes I sing with the hand-me-down blues. Where'd you get those hand-me-down blues? You gave them to me, I gave them back to you. Thanks so much. That dobro sounds great, Lloyd. So is this where the kick drum happens?
I would have told that joke.
I know you did. I know. I didn't know it was a joke. Okay, so we're going to kick it back old school. So for some of you who has never seen us play before, this is your first time. Well, welcome. It's always this weird. No, I'm glad you're here.
We love to take the Barnum and Bailey approach.
Yeah.
Just almost fall off that high wire, but not quite.
So I started writing songs when I was in fourth grade. The first one I ever wrote was called "My Brother Is a Female Dog," and that got me a bar of soap in my mouth and my first negative review. But I didn't stop, and I kept right on writing songs. And I'm really bad about being in a group of people and listening to what people say, and then getting an idea for a song, and then just kind of zoning out with the rest of the conversation because I'm putting something together. And so that's how this song came to be. I was in a group of people, and this one woman, and you'll see when the line comes up, but this one woman, she could talk and smoke and eat all at once. And she finished her food before everybody else, and I was just in awe. I was like, talk about the queen of redneck multitasking, you know? Anyway, so this is called Places in Between, and it's about little pieces of life. All right, like that. If I can remember it. Been a long time. Sweet, sweet Betty with the big blonde hair and the dark brown roots. Always has a bright pink lipstick going with a little bit showing on her left front tooth. Sweet, sweet Betty meets me at the bar on the corner of 11th and Green to talk about politics and lunatics and places in between. Yeah. Little Jen has a world in this world 'cause she fell in love with a coffee girl. Fell in love at the corner cafe with a 20-year-old who swings both ways. Little Jen meets me at the bar on the corner of 11th and Green to talk about politics and lunatics and places in between. There are places in between. I've been here going on 10 years. I told him all of my dreams. He said he'd buy me a flat in New York City. So Debbie dates a millionaire. She capped her teeth and dyed her hair. Betty and Jen and me all swear she never pays her tab. There's no choice, if you know what I mean. The only game in town we got is the scene. Someday we say we'll make a getaway in a limo and not a cab. There are places in between. I've been here going on 10 years. I told them all of my dreams. There are places in between. I've been here going on 10 years. I told them all of my dreams. He said, buy me a flat in New York City. So sweet, sweet Betty can talk and smoke and eat at the same time. She's doing hair and makeup at Claire's and says if I did, I'd fit in fine. There's something in a town this small that I find way too tall. I fear I'll get stuck here 'cause I can't climb. There are places in between. I've been here going on 10 years. I told them all of my dreams. There are places in between. I've been here going on 10 years. I told them all of my dreams. I ain't going to New York City. I'm glad y'all have a good sense of humor. Okay, let's see. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do a new tune. Yeah, and for some of you that have never heard me before, everything might be new. I could play something, say I wrote it. No. This is writing songs. Everybody can write songs. I promise. Everybody can. It's a pain. You know, you just have to be willing to go through the torture of it. But it's I think it's good for you, kind of like broccoli. No, but no, seriously. I run an organization. It's called the OYOU, which is Own Your Universe. I started it way back in 2012. I was diagnosed with epilepsy in '89. And so with the neurological stuff, it's something that has ran parallel my whole career. And I felt like it was important for me to help other people that might have neurological challenges to use the arts to regenerate their neurons and to pursue quality of life and think outside of their health. It's important to never become the condition, to never become your diagnosis. There's a lot bigger world out there than just a diagnosis. And so this tune, it came to me almost in a dream. I saw this old man, and he was returning to Earth to get his wife that was ready to go with him on to wherever their next journey was going to be. And I was almost haunted by it because I saw the whole thing. It's like, I just wrote what I saw, and I felt like, golly, these are really fantastic new epilepsy medications. No, I didn't. But I'm serious. It kind of freaked me out. It was so weird. But I gotta get it right, or I'll get it wrong. All right. Am I there? All right. I'm on the porch. I'm in the attic. I'm on her mind where headstrings bend and heartstrings pull like twin fiddles did. That peppery afternoon where fish was fried, served with fries, and rolled up in butcher paper. The girls had on pale cotton dresses and trolled about the dance floor. And dust rose off the fields and settled with the sugar on top of our funnel cake. Our first date. Our first date. Our first date, me hiding my bad tooth with my tongue. I was spit-shined and blinking my way through the fairgrounds in my father's glasses. Her hand feather soft in my own. And we would get on that Ferris wheel, and I would get off that ride 66 years later. 66 years later. I'm gone, but I'm everywhere. I'm gone, but I'm everywhere. I see her. She's bent over her walker. Her hands knuckle white over the handles. Angry bones are shipwrecked and jutting from underneath a sea of paper skin and pale blue veins. I see her, tears on her cheeks, watching the sunset, mouthing my name, mouthing the name of our only child, a baby girl. The one that would give us 2 hours and leave us with a lifetime of memories. Well, she's gone, but she's everywhere. She's gone, but she's everywhere. I'm back home to get Marjorie. And soon these leaning porches will belong to someone else. And someone else will fill that attic with their own stories. And my Marjorie will come home with me. And we will rise across the county fair like those red balloons. And we're gonna take across the fields like wildflowers. 'Cause we're everywhere. We're gone, but we're everywhere. And maybe, just maybe, someone will get to use that book. They'll fill the pages with first words and first times. It's in the attic, wrapped up in a pink blanket with a teddy bear. We're gone, but we're everywhere. 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 Hey, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so in honor of Mother's Day weekend here, we got to do a song for the ladies. All right, here is a quote that you can tell those significant people in your life if they're getting on your nerves. You can say, I'd agree with you, but we'd both be wrong.
In G, right?
G, yeah. It takes a minute to sink in, and then you run. After you say that, then you run. You say, I agree with you, but we'd both be wrong, and then you just run.
This next song, Terri is a huge fan of Brownie McGee, Sonny Terri. So she took their chorus and she wrote her own verses. And she still had to, when she recorded, she still had to give them the royalties, but she wrote all the verses. And these verses remind me, I've done so many recordings that I can't remember this guy. I'm not sure what his name was, but it was back in Lubbock. It was when I first started recording. And one of my first sessions was this guy came in and he had been having trouble with his girlfriend. I think they were married. I think it was his wife. And his wife or his girlfriend, I'm not sure. But anyway, there was a line in the song, the next time you swing that frying pan, I won't be there. So these verses are very similar to that. Hang on. I won't be able to spank it. Yeah.
keep on dogging me. Ease on up, come on, let me be. Don't you cut me down in front of my friends, then crawl in bed and try to make amends. Keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. Keep on dogging till the blues come around. You got my soul, you got my heart, so baby, don't you pick me apart. Gotta gag your neck, honey, have a little fun. Our little things make you come undone. Keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. Keep on dogging till the blues come around. Hey! Beat my head like a bongo drum. If you wanna ride, baby, use your thumb. It's in my head, that's what you say. Then you bust my chops, walk away, keep walking. Keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. Keep on dogging till the blues come around. Well, I want to tempt you with my lips, feel your body with my fingertips. I want to make you moan and flip your switch, but all you want to do is keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. You keep on dogging till the blues come. You keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me, keep on dogging me. You keep on dogging till the blues come around. Yeah. Thank you.
That'll show him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Where'd I put their name right here? All right. Dun dun da dun 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 da dun. All right. Billy and Vicky are getting ready to get married, and you're with some very special friends. Very special friend, Miss Georgia. Is it your friend? Is it your friends, right? Okay, then I got it right. Okay. But I just want to say congrats, and I hope this next adventure that you're going on, Billy and Vicky, I hope that it is a beautiful adventure, and we're honored, very honored that you're here tonight, and we wish you the best with your wedding and your everything else that you're going to be doing. We just hope that we hope that the winds are against your back and kind to you. I think
This is my audition to play at your wedding, by the way. No, no, no. It would never work because I make everything up on the spot. So I have no telling what I would play. I probably, as you're coming down the aisle, I'd probably be thinking something really sensitive and just without being able to control myself.
You make me happy. You make me feel so good. I know that I'm understood when I speak my mind. Wish you could say, baby, baby, let's lose control. I wanna rock your soul and leave our troubles behind. You don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. I wish you could trust me. I wish you could lose your doubt. The second guessing I can do without. Have faith in me. I'm in it for the good times. I'm in it for the bad times. I'm in it for the long run. Let me love you strong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Welcome home, my lover. Welcome home, my best friend. I give to you completely. I give it all when you let me in. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night, you are right where you belong. Oh, you don't want to, you don't need to, you don't have to say goodbye. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Stay the night and let me love you strong. Thank you, friends. All right, now I need your help with something. I wrote this tune to be an audience participation tune. So where I really need your help is with the word hey. So on the count of 3, I need you just say the word hey, but it needs to sound robust and like it's a Saturday night and like you're happy to be out on the night in Houston, out on the town. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that we don't even have to do that twice. That was perfect. All right, now the next part, it's going to take you back a little bit. I need you to channel your inner rock and roller, and I need to hear you say "Born to be Wild," but just sing that part. Remember "Born to be Wild"? So Lloyd will help you with that. Yeah, you ready? On the count of 3, "Born to be Wild." You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Born to be Yeah, it is plagiarism, ladies and gentlemen. That plagiarism is not dead. Terri Hendrix has proved that on this song.
I know. I just, all right. Now I hate to critique y'all, but that sounded kind of like somebody has a hole in the balloon. You know, like that was very deflated. Like, all right, so let's try that "Born to be Wild" one more time. You ready? But with a little more enthusiasm.
There has to be more baby boomers in here than just me.
All right, so
here we go.
So kind of like. Ready?
Actually, I have to excuse you that the key could throw you off because we're actually in G sharp, which is a horrible key to sing in. But here we go.
No, but you ready? Okay, "Born to be Wild" one more time. 1, 2, 3.
Born to be wild.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's what we got to have. All right. Am I not?
We tune because we care, and because we're in Houston, we'll know you'll notice.
I thought you were going to say, you know what? I'm a legendary Texas producer. Do you think you could produce me a singer-songwriter that would play her guitar in tune? All right.
I mean, I will say this, and I don't know how many of you folks are on Social Security yet, but the thing that I've noticed, and and I tell my wife this all the time. We've been married 53 years, so she knows. Yeah, she knows all my tricks. But I've been trying to educate her and let her know that the older, I think this is like a general topic, a general statement. The older you get, the funnier you get. Anybody else? Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to fit in to my new body and my new skin. I can twerk with the best of them. I got that figured out. Where's my Barry Manilow? I want something soft to soothe my soul. When I turn on the radio, all I want to do is shout, hey! Doctor says I need clarity, Prozac for stability, Valium for my sanity, and hormones to keep world peace. Menopause is just like Oz. I cry and laugh just because the flying monkeys in my brain wear ruby slippers and drink champagne. Hey, goes the rock and rollers. Hey, goes the storytellers. Hey, goes the crowd. Born to be wild. Hey, let 'em sing. Hey, I do my own thing. Hey, let freedom ring with 50 Shades of Hay. Middle age, bring it on, get it on, bang a gong. I get a hot flash, then I'm cold. I'd laugh, but my bladder won't hold. My neck has been descending, and chin hairs seem to have no ending. Gravity can take my face. A mammogram will put me back in place. Hey! Hey! My hair turned curly. My skin got weird. I have sideburns going out of my ears. My feet hurt in every pair of shoes, but I get back up when I get the blues. I won't be cast aside. I paid my dues to enjoy my ride. I'm all woman, there's no doubt. I don't settle for less. I live out loud. Hey, hey. I bought reading glasses in excess until I failed my driving test. I may be blind, but I feel blessed, 'cause I see what matters and ignore the rest. From hip dysplasia to rosacea, nothing in this world can phase a no drama, middle-aged mama, telling it like it is. I'm 50 shades into the show, whys and ways you do not know. 50 shades inside my soul, here we go. The rock and rollers, hey, goes the storytellers, hey, goes the crowd, born to be wild, hey, let them sing, hey, I do my own thing, hey, let freedom ring with 50 shades of hay. Hey, thank you. All right, so anybody in here just fantastic at yoga? You're just great at it. You do yoga and you know how to do yoga. No. All right. Well, I'm not one of them. I'm not. Every time I try yoga, it ends up not working out like it should. I've made it a point to always be on the back row so nobody can watch me doing yoga, so I don't ruin the class. But when I turned 40, I decided that I would take up yoga and try to learn how to do yoga. And it was at that time that I learned that my entire life I had been breathing incorrectly. And I thought it really would have been beneficial if I could have learned that before the age of 40. And so I thought if I had a daughter, she would definitely know how to breathe correctly. And it ended up being a tune. So in honor of Mother's Day once again, this is called If I Had a Daughter. If I had a daughter, I would tell her that the first breath of life is the easiest. From then on, it takes years of practice. Because if you know how to keep air in your lungs, you'll survive when fate tackles you, rubs your face in the astroturf, and grinds its cleats into your back. If I had a daughter, I would tell her that it's better to be out on the field of life, taking hits and making touchdowns, than bitching about the game from the bleachers. If I had a daughter, I'd want her to face life in its peaks and valleys with grit, modesty, hope, compassion, and love. I'd want her to accept herself, watch the stars instead of her weight, love her body, feed her soul, dance with her curves, see those blue veins as a masterpiece, howl at the moon instead of her hair, and to live her life inside out. If I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, she would hold her head high and strut through this world as a more than instead of a less than. She'd trust her voice, speak her mind, and seek the truth. 'Cause if it talks like a duck and walks like a duck, well, you can bet it just might be a skunk. If I had a daughter, she'd know that gay or straight, pinstripe, polka-dotted, tie-dyed, solid, straight-laced or bent, she had my acceptance and my blessing in regard to whomever she gave her heart to. I'd give her a compass so she was lost, she could find her way back to reality. And when her soul hit the low notes or some fool was to just use her heart for a kick drum, I'd be there. I'd teach her how to turn the whole mess into a song. If I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, if I had a daughter, she would be willing to venture into the great unknown. But I would give her the blueprints that she could build her own universe in spite of her fear. If I had a daughter, I would wake with her name on my lips. I'd go to bed with her dreams in my heart. If I had a mother, if I had a daughter, if I had that special friend, if I had, if I had, if I had. Thank you. All right. Hey, we're gonna do one more tune. This night has just gone by so quick. Michelle Maloney is. I hope I'm saying her last name correctly. It's either Malone or Maloney. All I know is she's a fantastic artist and a brilliant composer, guitarist. Just a very important woman when it comes to women in music across the country. And that's who is playing the Late Show tonight. So you might want to stay around if you weren't planning on doing that and taking in that show. It's going to be great. I want to thank Lloyd Maines for performing with me.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I have to say that it wasn't that long ago that I couldn't even say a sentence. So to be here tonight and to be able to perform for you and then have y'all buy tickets to come to this show, I appreciate you so much. Having a show, being able to perform, it gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something to work towards. And I just can't thank you enough for your friendship, and for your support, for being here with us. And we both wish you just a fantastic weekend. And for those of you in here that have been a mom or are a best friend to somebody else out there, you matter, and you're the true performers tonight. So we applaud you. Yeah. This is our last tune here we're going to play. And then hopefully I'm working on a book. I'm almost finished. It's going to come out on UT Press sometime next year. I've been working on it since 2003. That's a really long time to work on something. All right, I'm almost ready. That's right. Had a good time. title for this tune. It's called Mean People Suck. But I called it I Found the Lions because I was too chicken to put suck on the back of a record. You know, that was how. All right. I found the lions, I escaped the jaws, I kept a few of the teeth, I let them keep their claws. I found the lions, or maybe they found me. Could have been bad luck, it could have been my destiny. I played dead, my pulse was too loud. Hyenas giggled, the lions formed a crowd. I played dead, the buzzards in the tree waited for the lions to make a meal out of me. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Swim through the ocean, eat the fish in the sea. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Where you find the lions, you will find me. I found the lions, I fell into their lair. No one was there to help me, no one was there to care. I found the lions, or maybe they found me. When you stumble in the jungle, it's all a mystery. I played dead, they tossed me around. I kept one eye on the buzzards and the other on the ground. I played dead, my blood turned thin. Hyenas giggled, the lions came and I say, don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Swim through the ocean, eat the fish in the sea. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Where you find the lions, you will find me. A little bit of skin and a bone for the cub. No mucky, no beast, dinner, no feast. Flood of blood, to say the least. Out of me, you'll come to find. I'm the king of your state of mind. Out of me, you'll get all that you will come to regret. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Swim through the ocean, eat the fish in the sea. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Where you find the lions, you will find, you will find. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Swim through the ocean, eat the fish in the sea. Don't mess with the mighty, mighty jungle. Where you find the lions, you will find me. You will find me.
Just slightly out of tune puts me in the mind of an old Roy Rogers Middle Eastern song. Thank you, folks. Thanks for coming out. Terri Hendrix from Martindale, Texas.